Hello everyone, we're back. I made one last little sideboard decision. I took out one of the weights of the underworld for meteorite. I just didn't feel comfortable about the mana split, so that's something to... Are you kidding me right now? Change, please. Thank you. Different deck. Alright. Let's try it this time. There we go. This hand is super slow. I don't even know if we have the right stuff, although we do have a War Oracle. We are on the play. I think it's a keep, albeit a sketchy one. But that's okay. Definitely a keep. A slow keep, but a keep. But as I said, I just didn't feel comfortable with our mana base being the way that it was. I needed a way to make our mana better, and thus Meteorite actually seemed like a good thing, a good inclusion. So, now you know. Hopefully we hit our second plains. Then we can just Knight of the White Orchard and move on with our happy lives. So we do hit our second plains. How does this read exactly? If an opponent controls more lands than I do. Do I want to waste time and get that effect, or should I wait? I'm going to wait. I actually think this is like our opponent hasn't done anything, and next turn we're getting War Oracle out anyway. I'm willing to play this slowly to get additional value. Maybe not anymore. Although actually I am now. This is great. That's actually probably the best thing that our opponent could have done there, was do this for us. I mean, it really depends on what I draw here. If I play Knight of the White Orchid, sorry. White Orchard is a village in Witcher. Then I'm guaranteed to hit my 5/5 demon, my Demon Maker. I can play Knight and Pilgrim in the same turn. That seems decent. In that library. And now we're guaranteed our 5 drops, which is what I wanted, on the off chance that I didn't get to draw land next turn. We've got a little bit of a board state now. And we've got War Oracle, Priest of the Bloodright, and a Weight of the Underworld in hand. Although it looks like ZD01 is playing a strictly ramp-based deck, which is cool. I can respect the ramp. I think this might be the only time white-black has ever surged ahead of mono-green in mana. So he's definitely mono-green. He's going to have to play something, though, otherwise we're going to run him over. With Knights. Knights. Oh, sure. Ooh. Huh. I could kill this with Celestial Flare. I could Weight of the Underworld it, and then just attack in. I think that's probably just the smarter plan. And then, if he plays something huge, I can choose Tragic Arrogance to just wipe it. I said good day, sir. I said good day, sir. Unsurprisingly, He decides to chump it, which is reasonable. Pass turn back, and we're doing alright. Old Knight of the White Orchid just doing his thing. Making things happen for us in the realms. Well, something big. It is something big. It's really freaking huge. We're just going to very happily run out my Priest of the Bloodright. If our opponent would like to swing in with his Vastwood Gorger, now I've got a great chump blocker, and I have a demon that's going to slowly chip our opponent away. Seems good. Seems very good. Next turn, I'll probably play Deadbridge Shaman and leave up Celestial Flare mana. Yeah, unless our opponent has Trample, he's going to have a little bit of difficulties. Although that's certainly decent, probably killing Demon. Yeah, certainly fine. Certainly a respectable play, I think. Swinging in. Swag, swag. Swag and moose. Is there a swing-a-ling-a-ding-dong in our future? Orchard Spirit? Okay. Swinging? Nope. Decided to let us be picked apart, I guess, by our own arrogance. Still, not so bad. Certainly not when I have Deadbridge Shaman up. And soon, Tragic Arrogance is going to be very good. I'm just going to let my opponent get a couple more creatures out, I think, before I Tragic Arrogance him. I'm in no rush. I mean, like, if he plays another big one, certainly I'm fine with just ensuring that my opponent doesn't manage to win. Sure. Sure, I'll take 3. Actually, let me think about this here. Yeah, I'll take 3. Oof. Spazzing Life is bad. With any luck, our opponent will play out another creature, and then I will be able to Kithian, or sorry, not Kithian, although it is technically Kithian there. Tragic Arrogance, our opponent. But a second Wild Instincts is certainly fine. Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely, sir. Lose a little bit of life here. Which is certainly fine. Just going to go ahead and kill Orchard Spirit. Goodbye, Orchard Spirit. You're dead now. So now that the spirit is dead, what do we want to do? I can swing everybody. And then Celestial Flare. Huh. So what is the option that I can do here? Swing everyone? Swing, yeah, swing everybody. And then I've got Tragic Arrogance too. Very cool. Now it's a race. That's great, it starts with an earthquake, birds, snakes, and aeroplanes. Lenny Bruce is not afraid. Nice little attacking force here. Depending on what our opponent decides to do. Wild Instincts? You have a third one? Obviously, going to Celestial Flare. I'm not taking 5 damage. It's not happening. Oh, another Vastwood Gorger. Excellent. Very good, sir. Yes, yes. Very good. Very good. Turn to strike. Lose 2 life, of course. Swing 2. The race begins, ladies and gentlemen. The race begins. Tragic Arrogance. The one downside, obviously, is that I can't just dome this Vastwood Gorger, but it's okay. Now our opponent can't ever really swing in. Unless he has another creature. So far, I feel as if we have weathered this storm very well. Have another Celestial Flare as well soon to grab, I think. What else do we have? Ooh, Suppression Bonds to look forward to. It's not bad. I'm going to side out Eyeblight Massacre. I don't think our opponent has anything worth killing with Eyeblight Massacre. I think we've got other sideboard options. Sure. I'm assuming it hits War Oracle. Yeah, fine. Then they take 7. Yeah, you got it. Go to 9. Then I'll go to 7. Then I put you to 2, play another creature, and you're dead. Seems good. And green doesn't have board wipe, so there's really no way of getting out of that. I think we actually just win this game right here. That's great. It starts with an earthquake, birds, snakes, and aeroplanes. Lenny Bruce is not afraid. Eyeblight Assassin. And then Stalwart Haven. And then pass. And then I think that's just going to be game. I don't see any way mono green can recover from this. Yep. Alright, we got the concession. So let's talk a little bit about sideboard options now that we know this. Now that we know what's going on. Fleshbag Marauder is going to be very good against our opponent, whereas Eyeblight Massacre is not. I actually think Night Snare could be decent, and I'm going to take I'm going to take one of our. I'm going to take our Meteorite out. Meteorite has no actual value here. The 2 damage is just not worth it, even with the actual ability of fixing our mana. I think this is fine. we are going to be doing doing our best impression. There's a chance that I could side out another way to the underworld back in for the meteorite, but I don't foresee that happening. Our opponent is also on the play as well. This hand could be good. He has shown us nothing that can beat flyers. Also, 5/6s don't do well against a 0/6 for 3 mana. And Infernal Scarring is going to get us a little bit of card draw and the ability to hopefully not lose. But I think this is fine. He hasn't shown us much in the way of early game either. So, now granted, we could have sided something like Yoke Doxin, but Yoke Dox, and while I like the card, against mono green Dirtle, doesn't really have much of a place. Odds there's like no 2-drops in our opponent's deck. Well, that's going to be very good. That's what we're going to play. We're going to play Blessed Spirits, and then start getting in for 5 every turn with Infernal Scarring. That's going to be a thing. With any luck, it's like not Orchard Spirit. That's okay. He has shown us a bunch of Wild Instinct, so there's a very good chance we could just lose our Blessed Spirits to him. But I'm not going to play around that. I'm going to make him, have the card. This way, we do need to draw planes. I would like to get War Oracle out and online as soon as possible. If it's Wild Instinct, I'm going to be a little sad. But I wouldn't be shocked if it was. Yep, that's fine. We knew it was coming, so really not much you can do there. It's annoying. Like, it's really annoying, but you can't expect them not to have it. And had he not had that, we would have been in a great position. And we're still in a good position, even if we don't hit a plains here. Well, we have 9 plains left in the deck, and 14 lands, so a little less than a 50% chance that we draw a land. Again, we're still not in a terrible position. Next turn I'm going to Infernal Scar my Knight and just get in there. Assuming that's actually assuming our opponent does swing. I don't know if he will here. He can just Wild Instincts again. No, are you serious? Then back to back? No, it was Zendikar's Royal. That's a little on the awkward side. Although it does make Tragic Arrogance pretty good. Let's force him to see. Let's see if we'll make the trade. Yep, that's fine. This is gonna be a long game. We're gonna play the long game. We can't afford to let Orchard Spirit live because eventually the ground is gonna be clogged up with 2/2 tokens, and then we'll just never be able to get out of it. We'll have nothing to block him with, particularly at this rate. This is a problem with the mono green ramp deck. Sometimes if you're just all dressed up and know where to go. Although Zendikar's Royal is definitely a great way to alleviate that deck's traditional weakness. I'm not worried about the giant wormy thing that much. The lack of mana bugs me a little bit, but that's not even that big of an issue. And the fact that he hasn't just Whirlwind Slammed this, or no, he can't Whirlwind Slam it, he just played it. So we're good. Alright, let's see what you got, brother. And you're pivoting a forest, which means you probably got to play. We've got automatons to gain us life. We've got arrogance to make things not die, or make us not die and make all of their things die. Also, it's a very good flavor text, or like art and flavor text and rules text combination on this card. I actually really like it because the idea that he's the only one left alive and you leave only one of your opponent's creatures alive. I sincerely enjoy that level of thought that was put into the design of this card. I like that. I, as a Magic player, find that enjoyable. Planes. Wow, alright. That's fine. We'll just Guardians here. We're not in any real danger yet. You know, it could start getting bad. But it hasn't yet. At some point, it would be nice to get something. Well, that's a very nice draw. Our opponent is going to get mucho elementals. So basically, he's going to get one tapped and one untapped. Actually, he gets a third too. No, he doesn't. He needs one more. So he makes one elemental, and then he plays the land, makes another elemental. Yeah, that's impressive. I admire the commitment. I do. Strange that there was no swing there, though. Yuck. Infernal scarring somebody. Who am I scarring? Guardians makes it so that none of these can ever really swing in. Knight of the Pilgrim's Road is just going to die as the first one anyway. But if he does this and suits it up, it's going to be a 5/5, and I'm going to want to trade it anyway. So, which is fine. All right. Well, situation's not ideal, but it is not awful either. We're still in a pretty decent place, I think. Yeah, I think that was just the best possible move, was enchanting the knight. Because now if he Wild Instincts, he's going to have to do it pre-combat. Sure, Elemental Bond. This is a nice little, neat little ramp deck. He's not willing to trade one of his elementals then for the knight, which I think might actually be a misplay on his part. War Oracle is going to slap down on the board. We're just going to call it a turn. I wonder what this card in his hand is. He would have played it if it was another land, presumably. Generally, I don't like the mono green ramp deck, but this deck seems really fun. And his deck seems to have like built around, rather than trying to build like, oh, I'm going to build the ramp deck. This deck seems to be like answering actual legitimate questions about what's good in limited for this archetype. And I actually enjoy playing decks like this. I think this is really cool. This is a big dude. If it's a big dude, Tragic Arrogance is going to be very hard to deal with in about 20 seconds. Oh, and I get to pick an enchantment too. Ooh, I want Elemental Bond to die. Tragic Arrogance. This thing's going to be a powerhouse in Commander. Let me tell you. Oh, each player sacrifices all other non-land permanents they control. Well, that's disheartening. That's not as good as I thought it was at all. Huh. Interesting. Not that I hit the mana for it anyway. We'll see if he bites. I'll Celestial Flare those rocks. Oh, yeah. If he double blocks, it's a target sacrifice. Yeah, I just totally misplayed that. Well, that was bad. Whoops. We punted. That happens. Wow, that was so stupid. I just should have... Didn't even think... Yeah. Wow. Man, I am dumb. That was dumb. Hate when I do that. It's okay. Tragic Arrogance is going to be pretty good now. Since I just am an idiot. Because if I hit a land, you're going to lose Bond, Rocks, Basswood, an Elemental. Two Elementals. Oh, please play another creature. Eight, huh? Oh, I'll block. Well, block takes 6. Leaving behind the 06 that our opponent is going to have a very hard time dealing with in the future. Got our 5th land. Yep, Tragic Arrogance is going to be really good here. Simply because... Wow, I'm blown away by how dumb I was. Yep. Well, the good old-fashioned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 seems good. Tragic Arrogance, ladies and gentlemen. Saving me from myself since 2015. God, seriously, that was so... I'm blown away by how dumb I am sometimes in this game. Well, again, folks, it's good to know that you can always make mistakes. That making mistakes is, in fact, part of the process of growing. That's going to be annoying in like 20 seconds. Let's. He goes, let's have fun, shall we? And I say, let's, sir. Let's have fun. Make your lands. I know you have lands to make, so let's make them. Sure, you make 4 elementals in 1 turn. Seems good. Well, that deck is good. Yep, and I'm bad at magic because I punted. I should have had I should basically have a War Oracle left alive after that, and an extra Celestial Flare in hand, but I'm a bonehead. Which is understandable, because I'm a bonehead. Yep. You have successfully made that many elementals, sir. A block. Now, this is going to be an interesting game of Magic. Um, but it's not going to be an unwinnable game of Magic by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to go ahead and play my Guardian Automaton, and then I'm going to pass turn back. Had I, again, not been a bonehead and kept my Lifelink guy alive, this actually would probably be a winnable game of Magic for me. But alas alack, I am a moron and not fit for human consumption. Impressive. Sure. Gain 3 life, I guess. Alright. Well, that went poorly. Again, I don't think I have anyone else to blame but myself at this juncture. I am 100% going to run out Celestial Flare here. Yuck. Alright. I respect the play. He knew I had Celestial Flare. Played around it very well. That was good. I like it. I can respect a man who plays the Magic like that. I don't think that's going to do anything for us, so we're going to scoop this up. Again, would I have won there? Probably not, even if I had not been an idiot and kept my things alive, which I didn't. I was dumb, I'll be honest. It was an unintelligent decision made on my part. This is a great hand. This is definitely a hand that I'm willing to keep. I'm just going to pass this back. Again. Oh, I Blood Massacre. I should have decided that back in. The things you think about. Yep, should have decided Way to the Underworld out for my Massacre. Then I would have had 2 board wipe spells to our opponent's 0 board wipe spells, and that would have been way better. Well, it's alright. You can't always get what you want. Although this hand's pretty decent. We're going to run Knight of the Pilgrim's Road out. Our opponent has showed us no 2-drops. If it's like a Leaf Gilder, though, I'm just going to kill it with Eyeblight Assassin. Please be Leaf Gilder. Ah, bummer. Alright. Still going to run Knight of the Pilgrim's Road out. The plan now is if our opponent decides to play a creature and like to block, I can flashback. That's still sketchy. Or I can just wait at the underworld then swing. That seems better. But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. Sure, Chief of the Foundry is fine. I saw her day at the reception, a glass of wine in her hand. Bless spirits. Way up, I feel blessed. Then hopefully next turn we grab a land, we wait to the underworld, put a counter, swing 3 in the air, then put down our Blood Curse Knight. Or you could always just top deck Wild Instincts again. Seems to be his MO. That's not Wild Instincts. Huh. 4, eh? Yeah, sure, you got it. Absolutely, you got it. Because now I've got this. Way to the underworld, targeting this dude. Put a +1/+1 counter on the spirits. I'll swing 6 here. Let's get this race popping. I'm game for the race. Next turn, throw out War Oracle. Wild Instincts is going to suck here, though. If he's got it. If he doesn't have it, then that's the different thing. Sure. It's like the least annoying thing you could have. Yeah, go to 12. Absolutely fine. You can't always get what you want. But if you find sometimes, you just might find you get an Oracle. Patron of the Valiant would be sweet. Any of my enchantments are just going to be ridiculous. Alright, new plan, let's not play this like a bonehead. Sure, Empath is good. Reveal the top card, it's a land. Cool. Smart of him to keep that, though, because now he's got essentially an unlimited supply of stuff. Obviously going to play Fleshbag Marauder here. And there's a reason for that. If I can force him to sack one of his blockers, and then I'm going to swing out with both of these guys. I'm going to be in such a good position during this race. Yeah, and then I'm just going to play Eyeblight Assassin, and I'm going to give Chief of the Foundry -1/-1. To make him a 1/2. And then let's just turn sideways. For 7. And now he'll have to trade 2 creatures for Knight, regardless of how he decides to block. He'll go to 8 automatically. And that puts him to 8. And then we're good. Wild Instinct's land is going to be awkward, though, if he manages to kill Spirit. Then we're in trouble, I think. But we still have Patron of the Valiant and another Spirit in the deck. Any of our kill spells are relevant now at this point. Sure. Ugh. No. Not what I want to see. Alright, it's fine. Alright, Celestial Flare. Land? Alright, well, it's not what I wanted. Celestial Flare would be awesome against this guy. And or even any of the Weights of the Underworld that I have. Ugh. Shoot. I could Infernal Scarring my War Oracle, which makes Blood Cursed Knight go to a 4/3, this go to a 4/4. Yeah. I think we just have to differentiate our threat base. And then pass turn. Okay. Celestial Flare. Celestial Flare. Yuck. Tell you what, Sky Snare Spider has impressed me every single time I've seen this thing enter the battlefield. Every time. This card is very good. That's going to be trouble. That's trouble. Right now, we need Celestial Flare. Huh. Priest of the Bloodright doesn't really do anything here, actually. Other than make me sad. And I'm not going to play it out because I know that I have Tragic Arrogance. But we still have 2 more Weights of the Underworld to draw, or 1 more Weight of the Underworld to draw, 2 Celestial Flares, and our, of course, Suppression Bonds that we have not seen yet. We are desperately in need of our suppression bonds. Or basically just anything to get us through this madness. Because now our opponent's deck's going to get out of control. What is this? Oh, that's so gross. Yeah, now we absolutely need to see suppression bonds. Like now. Suppression bonds or celestial flare. That's our option right now. Well, Patron of the Valiant is pretty good. Does make this into a 5/5. Then maybe we can just swing out with flyers. Could be a thing. All of his removal is sorcery speed, so our new plan now is kill them with flyers. Provided our opponent doesn't draw one of his wild instincts. Okay. Okay. You got your 2/2s. And I can respect that. But cannot swing in safely here, sir. You lack the wherewithal. We've got flyers plenty. Soon, the land will be awash with flyers as they take to the skies. Tragic Arrogance could be very good. Except Hangerback Walker still in play. Okay, so the trick is, how do we make this work? I could just go Tragic Arrogance, leaving Hangerback Walker. But then I'm behind on life. But if he draws Wild Instincts, I still die anyway. So is my best option then just to swing in for 9, gain 9 life, say Tragic Arrogance, post-combat, leaving behind Hangerback Walker, and killing off Zendikar's Royal and just leaving Elemental Bond? No, because then he could still kill off this. I think the best plan is still just to go mono flyers and see if that doesn't work. And just see if I can't just fly past him and his army. I think this way plays around Wild Instinct just a little bit more. Yep. Unsurprisingly, Hangerback Walker getting swole. Getting a little bigger. A little big boy. The Flying Demon. Flying is the important keyword here in this matchup. He's got to kill me here, though. I don't think he does. I think we just soar past him in the air. If he has Wild Instincts, that's one thing, but yeah, Nisa's Pilgrimage does not do it. It's got to have to be Wild Instincts or he's dead. Can't sacrifice him. Oh, he could always Wild Instincts his Spider. Response, make this a 6/6. Can you fight creatures you control? That's the only way that he wins this. This is the attack. I always knew it would come to this. So a lot of damage is being lumped at us right now. Sure, I'll bite. Notes. Four 3 with lifelink, obviously. Gonna block there, there. Block like that. He loses 2 creatures and I gain 1 life. Yep, good game. We got there, folks. We got there. The flying lifelink deck has done it. Thank you all, of course, for watching. I hope you've had a wonderful time here on Draft Radio. I'm Kyle Ott. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That would help us out immensely. And until next time, see you later.